What's up, middle school crew? This is Cheyenne Davis, and I am so excited that we are on week 2 of our Easter series called Undefeated. I am here in my garage. If you can hear the birds chirping behind you, my whiteboard behind me. Quarantine has been something of a challenge. I don't know about you, but it has been really difficult at times. What I have enjoyed is being able to do things like this and still have my house shoes on or be barefooted. So that's been a really cool thing that I have enjoyed about the quarantine. Why don't you guys post below something that you have enjoyed about being on quarantine? And I know that it may sound crazy, but it's always important for us to find the good. Speaking of good, let's dive right into what we're going to be talking about this week in our Undefeated series. Last week we kind of talked about it, that we all love how it feels to be undefeated, right? Little clue, I am undefeated in Yahtzee in my family. And in fact, my family doesn't even want to play with me sometimes because they know they can't win. Everybody loves to feel undefeated. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that nobody loves to feel defeated. I mean, when's the last time that you woke up and said, yes, I want to feel defeated today? That's never a thing, right? We always want to live undefeated. And so many times, church people and Christians, we say the simple phrase, just fix your eyes on Jesus. Just fix your eyes on Jesus. That's such a simple thing to say, but sometimes it's really hard for me to do that. I don't know about you, but sometimes it's hard for me to fix my eyes on Jesus. We're going to be in one passage today. So grab a device, grab your Bible. We're going to be in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. And this is what it says. Let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured on the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. So here's the thing. It's easy for us to sit here and say, let's fix our eyes on Jesus while we're reading the Bible. But what does that look like in our normal day-to-day lives? Let's think about the moments that we've actually felt defeat. For me, when I was in middle school, everyone thought that because I weighed 80 pounds that I would be a really great flyer. I was terrible. Every time they throw me up in the air, it'd be like, don't ever do this. But have you ever seen an animal go up in the air like they're completely out of sorts, unless it's a bird? They're completely unfamiliar and they just flail around like crazy. As a cheerleader, that's totally what I did as a flyer. My coach worked with me all the time, Monday through Thursday, every single day, and I still couldn't get it. In fact, they had to invite someone onto the squad that didn't even make cheerleader just to do the job that I had been given. Every day I felt absolutely defeated. And here's the thing about defeat. It's really easy to focus on what you're not winning at. It's really hard to find the teeny tiny good thing in your life when you are experiencing defeat. But what does defeat look like for you? Number one, we have to name our defeat. Maybe it's cheating on that math test. Maybe it is crossing boundaries. We actually have one of those right here. Maybe this is what defeat looks like for you. Maybe it's crossing a boundary with your boyfriend or girlfriend. And we can just label these overall bad choices, right? Overall bad choices. Maybe it is, here's a big one. Maybe it's self-harm. Maybe it's something that you want to quit, but it's just so hard to do because things are just hard. And I get it, right now in quarantine, with your family at home, there's really no escape. Maybe it's looking at pictures when everyone is asleep and you think nobody knows what you're looking at? Maybe it's that. Or maybe you just really like to have a good time and you've just been telling yourself, hey, I really need to calm down on the partying, which I'm hoping quarantine, I've lost my tape, which I'm hoping quarantine has really helped you do. But I know that when I was even a middle schooler, I had problems with this one. I had too much fun all the time. And you know what? Maybe some of us, maybe some of the ways that we feel defeated is in our own thinking. Maybe we think that our parents or our grandparents are the enemy right now because they want to keep us home and keep us safe, when really we need to focus on the fact that they are just trying to keep us safe because they love us. What in your life is causing you to feel defeated? Hebrews 12:2 says, fix your eyes on Jesus. What does that mean? If we have all of these things in our life that distract us from the awesomeness that God is, how do we fix our eyes on Jesus when these things are so big in our life? That's why our relationship with Jesus is so important. It's a daily thing. That doesn't mean these things won't come up, but it does mean that when we trust Jesus, we totally understand that because Jesus defeated sin, sin can never defeat us. And just like that, God sent Jesus. Jesus defeated the sins of the world so that we can live an undefeated life. So my question to you is this: what is holding you back? What's weighing you down? What's keeping you up at night? What troubles your mind? What troubles your heart? Name it. Give it to God. And get ready to walk an undefeated life. Now, that doesn't mean that the things that were up here don't pop up from time to time. That doesn't mean that the things that were up here are not going to be a problem for you in the future. But when you walk closely with Jesus, you do know that no matter what comes, nothing can defeat you. Because Jesus made sure of it. Jesus defeats sin. So sin never defeats you. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Actually tonight, small groups, girls, 6 p.m., boys, 7 p.m. We will see you tonight. Can't wait. Talk to you later. Bye.